Yo, this is Brendan with Goats Gaming. I'm here with,
Joe.
and today we are talking about the new ban list.
Woo!
Yeah, it happened, boys. It happened.
I'm actually so happy. Like, I did not want to play this format anymore. I was getting sick of it. But, like, so we're just going to chat about the ban list real
Yeah.
quick, and then we're going to give our ideas going forward and into our next season and after that. Obviously, we're stuck with this
We
one format for 3 more weeks.
we personally have a regionals on June the 3rd.
Yeah.
So we have to still deal with this list for our upcoming
I'm
regionals.
judging, so
He's gonna judge. I might judge. I'm not sure yet. I don't really want to, but
yeah.
I don't want to play in this degenerate crap still. But you know what? We'll see what happens. I'm probably gonna judge. Sick of
Yeah.
this crap.
So, anyways, the cards that were banned or limited that really are making an impact, the only 3 are Norden, Speedor Terratop, and Grass is Greener. Norden is gone, thank God. Terratop is down to 1.
Peace.
And Grass is Greener is also down to 1.
I think Konami realized for once, it's like, yo, tour guide at 1, Terratop at 3. There's a problem, dog. There's a problem.
No, it was degenerate.
So stupid.
Norden, 100% agree with. That card was degenerate. It was a really good card before the fusion sub combo. It became stupid after it. Basically came, did you go first? Yes. Does your opponent have Maxi or Drone Lockwood? No. All right, I win. So it's that was just not.
It shouldn't. That's not fair.
No,
like it should
it's not
never
fun.
be in that point. Yeah, it allows you to net too much advantage, guys, and it's just ridiculous, right? Like
Yeah. Going second with 6 cards versus a guy who has a
Yeah.
Trident set forward, 2-3 hand traps in hand. It's just like, no.
it was proven. It was proven in YCS Pittsburgh as soon as that everything came out with the top 32. Instantly, that list came out after. We all knew it was going to happen. We predicted it would happen beforehand. The only reason it didn't is because grass was around. Sometimes that would top with its luckiness and sackiness, right? That's what it is. And
Yeah.
then you know what? Like I played the grass paleo and I knew it was sacking. Even then, sometimes I would lose because you do the Norden double fusion sub play and you draw 4 or 5 cards and you search 2 or 3. And you just go off. Like it's just absurd how good that combo was, and it was consistent.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
So our next card, Terratop at 1. Great hit. Could have banned Talking Tom board just to not let the free ass rank 3 access, but it's at 1. It's not going to be played anymore in other decks other than Speedroid, so casuals out there, congrats. And then Grass is Greener at 1. Good. Like it made
My baby. Just kidding.
It added so many imbalances to the game. Like
Yeah.
I play 40 consistently, you play 60 stack, but you get the card off and I don't have the ash for it.
It was
It's
BS.
like, oh, you auto win. Like,
It was
yeah,
BS.
just take it out.
I mean, I played 60 card paleo, guys, and like even I knew the card was like just not fair. It was just it was a lock stack card, right?
Like you force me to play more cards because you have a card, and then if I play a 40 card deck because I lose because my deck's not as consistent, it's just like, ugh, get that out.
I know.
They also unbanned all the what is that? The Magician and Skullback Croaker.
Wisdom Eye.
Yeah,
Skull
they did this because they want you
Pendulum
for 1
Ball.
month to buy their box that they made it from a structure decks into a box set and play that Pendulum deck for 1 month until the new shit comes out.
Yeah, just remember, guys, like that deck's not going to be.
No.
It'll be relevant for a very short period of time.
It might be good for. It will be good for now. It's like that. Like a smaller zoo engine with that, because you can still search scales with Brawl Bull.
Yeah.
It's like it will be good, but like don't invest in it because like try and borrow somebody for Nats or whatever. But like,
just keep in mind, guys, like pendulums, all the hate for pendulums is all still there. Anti-spell's there. Now we have Imperial Aura. We have Unending Nightmare.
Twin Twister. Cyclone Trident. Masterpiece. All these pop scales, and like you have to have scales. Ghost Ogre pops it. Ghost Dash stops it. Like
ridiculous. Like there's too many cards that are good against pendulums now, guys, and like you know what, they'll be consistent as all hell. But like when all those cards, a lot of these cards can be mained. A lot of these cards are mained, right? The most consistent deck right now is Zoo, which it still is. There's no, it took a hit and it won't be able to draw as much. But if you guys really think about it, consistency-wise, it loses its bricks. It doesn't have to play Talk and Tom. It doesn't have to play the Fusion sub play. Now it just has access to more consistency. Yeah. It doesn't need to draw the bricks. It can just play consistent cards, searches, play its monsters, and just do what it needs to do.
Yeah, so Brendan kind of jumped ahead a bit. We're going to just talk about what we think is going to be really good in the future for this upcoming meta for Nats. So the top 3 decks that we think are obviously going to be the Pendulum deck, Though again, all that hate for it is just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Pure Zoo is still going to be
Zoo.
good. You still have your Trident and Degusto pop. Like you normal summon Ram, you send or normal summon Rat, send Ram, bring it back with Chekanana and pop it. Bring back the other Rat, make Degusto draw one, and you search your Whiptail instead. But yeah, Zoo is definitely just more consistent without talking Tom board, drawing extra Terratops, drawing Fusion subs. So like they'll have more Zoo cards, they'll have more hate.
Yeah.
So it's less powerful, more consistent.
You play more hand traps now, and it doesn't take up the spots. Like
yeah. So like it got hit, but like.
It didn't
it's
get
still,
hit.
It's fine. It's still gonna be tier 1. The decks that I'm deciding between are True Draco Zoo or Pure Zoo. Haven't fully decided for Nats yet. Still got to test, but yeah. So our next deck is True Draco Zoo. Still have the Zoo combo, the Dryden +1 yada yada. You can still play your hand traps, and you have Masterpiece. And Masterpiece going first is just game.
Yeah, like the problem with True Draco Zoo, like it has a hard time going second, and now that the fusion sub plays out, right, it can go second a lot easier, right?
Because you can still play 3 Ghost Ash, 3 Ghost Ogre, and you can still fit everything into the engine.
Exactly, right? And you don't have to worry about as much back row, as much hand traps. They're not going to plus as hard, right? They may plus 1 or 2, but it won't equal out to being the same amount of potential that the full fusion sub play has. It won't even come close anymore. So going second in almost every deck will be a lot easier now, especially obviously against Zoo. But
it will be a more skilled format. Obviously, Masterpiece will be a hard counter for a lot of decks. And it will still be there, but yeah. And then obviously the Pendulum deck we touched on a bit. It's super consistent, but like games 2 and 3 are going to be so hard with that deck. Like and D-Berry is also a card, but D-Berry at this point we went through the list.
There's too many outs to that deck.
And I want to play Metalfoes Draco Zoo, but like honestly. You might as well instead take out the Metalfoes cards and just put in like hate, like hand traps and stuff, and play the True Draco Zoo, and that's probably better alternative.
Yeah, it's incredibly consistent deck. It has a Zoo engine, in it almost entirely, the full Zoo engine, and then it just has the solid necessities for what you need with your Masterpiece, and you get those off going game 1. It's hard. It's incredibly hard to out, right? Like Masterpiece with a Dryden, with a good couple back row and maybe a hand trap, like. What do you do in that situation, right? Like,
and also like Dinosaurs, obviously y'all love it. It's a cheap structure deck, but unless you have diagrams, but that deck it's very bricky and it needs a couple cards to get going. And like everybody knows that like diagram is going to be a huge card in this format. So like everybody's going to be playing Ghost Ogres, Ghost Ashes to out it, Droll and Lockbird even in the side to stop it.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, and like it needs a few cards to get going, and like sure it ends with a VFD and like so maybe an Area Beast, but like that's not the hardest thing to get over, especially if you're maining like Chalices or you have.
It's weird for a deck that has so much searchability how it has consistency issues, you know?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem. It has so much searchability.
It has 3 Fossil Digs.
Terraforming,
Dragonic. It has Soul Overraptor. Like it has all the babies.
Yeah, it still has problems with consistency. Like, and it was proven in the fact. Like,
but like the problem is it relies like heavily on its field spell, and since it relies on its field spell, it's like
it's susceptible to hand traps, right? Like you draw a Rockbird, and like
it's like ABC. ABC would be a great deck if it wasn't reliant on that field spell.
Yeah.
Like even with 6 copies, it's like.
It's hard, yeah, because you need hanger, like.
Yeah, like going second versus that. If they have a Dryad on field, that's a free pop on your diagram, or they have Cosmic Cyclone or any Masterpiece. Anyway, just to pop it, or Ghost Ogre in hand, Ghost Dash in hand. Like there's just so many outs to it. It's just like the Pendulum, like great deck, but there's so many outs to it, you know. So
yeah. So
anyways,
in our final thoughts there, guys, the list was good.
This was great.
Yeah.
It saved the format for Nats, like by all means, like.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about. It'll become more skill based, like we said at the beginning of the video, which is great for us because we want it to be like that. We don't want it to be as luck-sacky when the dice roll win the game anymore. That's not what it's like anymore.
It will still be harder going second, but now there's a lot more.
Easier.
Well, I mean, easier to go second, but like harder than going first will still be the easiest, easier to win, but you have a higher chance going second.
Yeah, exactly. So looking forward. Definitely awesome. We like the Norn's Gone. We like the Terratop hit. Probably could have did Taka Tom, but whatever works, whatever works.
Grass should be at 0. Fuck it.
Grass should be at 0, but whatever. Pendulums, we wouldn't invest. We're not planning on it. Too much hate for them. Don't do it,
No,
guys.
it's too much hate, and it's viable for 1 month. Like,
yeah, like you mean
like
anti-spell goodbye.
links are coming in,
No, I don't
and
like
like
that.
oh yeah, we also have 3 strikes and warning. We didn't even talk, like,
3 strikes,
there's just
warning
so
barrier,
many.
anti-spell, never unending nightmare, imperial order. Like I just named off a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and
that
like
everyone
if
names.
pendulums ever become huge, then Dexter is going to mean those anti-spells or those unendings or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just you're already going inherent -2 to make pendulum scales. How are you going to beat 1-card combos? Like,
Yeah.
you can't.
Without a doubt.
Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like the video, and peace out, dudes.
See ya.